The grand cosmos, that is, the palace we seek, stands on the opposite shore of the source. I will arrange for a boat to carry us there. Whilst our journey is thither, I think it best that I devote mine energies to the creation of white ores. By thy leave, of course. The process requires no small amount of time, and should the new mole consent to lend us their aid, we will need of a suitable vessel ere long. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet in Sullen, and to be prepared for a warm reception. Alright, bet. Okay. Where am I going? As I told you before, I had scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon by our host's familiars. I may expect our reception today to be no different, which is why I propose we march through the main gate. Weapons drawn. I'm sorry, but were we not here to petition for assistance? You can't honestly think bargaining and looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the XIV may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into their creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet with those who could overcome my defenses. As with any true seeker of knowledge, and there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us, if we know nothing of their character, nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, mayhap we can earn ourselves an audience. Alright. We're gonna beat some ass. Weapons drawn it is, and so I must say, XIV, you certainly seem to be enjoying all of this. Do I? Well, I will not deny that I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be rather high in spirits. If you ask me, not that I'm surprised. Your moods invariably improve when Sarah is around. What exactly are you implying? She averted a calamity, and the light which seemed destined to consume her has been extinguished. 'Tis only natural that we be pleased to see her. Oh my. Yes, well, you will have plenty of time to celebrate her good health after we finish here. Of course. Then let us proceed to the palace. It's a dungeon. Let's go there. Let's go there. The meds. What is you? Norvran to the grand cosmos. Should you value your lives, you will quit this place at once. Now be gone with you. I'd say we're off to a fine start. Oh god. Wow. The presence chamber.
So be it.
Oh god. Righty then. Things looking all fancy smancy. Look how they make a mess of my floors. Swish and flick, my lovely swish and flick. What? An unexpected respite from battle. Alright. Oh god. Oh my god. Take the fucking pennies away. Oh my god, look at all those AoEs. Oh my god. Wow. Anybody here? Well, these two big guys are gonna be coming. Ow. I used the wrong ability. I was like, why was my fucking soul gauge all the way down? I pressed this X instead of Z. Turns out. First boss. Alright, I didn't even see any of the mechanics. Let's do this. Oh dear, they don't seem inclined to talk. Well, it was your idea to brandish blades at the door. That's what happens. Okay.
Leave the healing to me.
God damn it, Alvino. Ow, what pushed me? Oh god.
You underestimate me.
Damn, that was wrong.
Let's give them a show.
God damn it. And you are down. Oh god. I'll spare you, but only this once. Let me alone. Thought they'll be quite so affable when next we meet. Another chance to pique their curiosity then. Ooh, look at this place. Fancy schmancy. Her Grace's gardens, as beautiful as ever. What? No. Didn't mean to do that one.
You underestimate me.
I'm surprised I don't have an upgrade for quick knock. Or at least like a, yeah, an upgrade like all these. Conjure forth the Garden's wrath. Oh god. Oh, okay, well said. Now! Hold them fast with thorn and vine. Are getting closer, buddy. Oh, pressure. Pressure. Fourth earring of aim. Oh no! Raha.
So be it.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually so cool. Ooh, the next boss. My god, look at you. Leading Sith, these curtains have slowly secretly regarded hospital. There's no end to these creatures? If they think a few plants can slow us down, they're sorely mistaken. Ooh. Ah, damn, I fucked up. Oh, I gotta get a nut. Oh, that's what I gotta do. Okay. Take him out of the areas. I was like, what do they do with the nuts? That's what they're doing with the nuts. What'd you think of Hades and the other story? Fell asleep around the second boss. It was really fucking sick. Oh god. That boss fight was so cool. So that's what you gotta do. It pushes that too. Oh shit. Oh god.
Leave the healing to me.
I'm with you.
Gotta throw more nuts out. There we go. Yep, it's dead. Nuts. When I watch that cutscene and Arbor hands you these X, I get fucking chills every time. That was so cool. Also, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that's actually true, but I want to believe that it's true that that one Asian that talked to you, the one that said that he was a friend of Emmett Silk, was actually you, since what's it called, Emmett actually saw him when the light shot out from Warrior Light. I don't know if that's true. That'd be cool if it was. That when we were whole, we were his friend. Gotta finish post Shadowbringers content. Oh boy. Gotcha. Oh, but there's enemies. Oh, but they already saw me.
So be it.
I ain't spoiler, Andy. I gotta make it through the content then. Speaking about getting through the content, I was actually what's it called? Too low item level for this dungeon. So I don't know if it was a good idea, but I just bought accessories that were a little bit higher. At least enough to get me through this dungeon. Almost caught up, buddy, and then I have to wait with the rest of us. Oh boy. I'm gonna have a chance to do all the other content that I missed that isn't MSQ. I just be grinding out high-end dungeons for tomestones and then working on relic weapon. Oh my god. Ghosts. Alpha no. Should I be doing that while I'm not, what's it called, like doing the MSQ? Like whenever I'm not doing that? Oh god! Oh god, I'm almost dying. Your 900 tombstones of revelation every week, and you can buy 520 eye level gear with that. Is there any specific high-end dungeon I have to do, or is it just like we have to do certain missions to unlock them? The ones that'll get me those tombstones. Tombstones. Get through the near 24-man raid. Oh boy. We must drive them out. You can earn 1 coin from each of the 3 raids. 3 coins allows you to buy 1 upgrade material to turn a piece of 520 into 530. Oh my god. I think he told me about that. Too close to my character. Once you get through post shut up bring content, you should unlock the expert roulette and then you can get the tombstones needed. Oh yeah. For roulette, I need to go back to Storm but unlock the tactics for man's raid. Oh god! Yeah, there's tons of stuff I need to unlock. But you'll do a bunch of the missions that have me complete dungeons and stuff that I haven't done. Alpha behind you. However, but I know they're not ghosts. At least I hope they're not. And that will unlock Gagnos and the level 80 relic weapon. Oh, there are those are 2 things I recommend focusing on. If solely these halls long enough, come Lugus, our guests yet want for company. When it comes to those high-end raids and stuff, should I what's it called? Look for other people doing those raids in like Party Finder? Bam 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 bam. My inventory is a mess. I do believe we now have not only their curiosity, but their attention as well. You just queue for them? Alright then. I've heard people say that you should, what's it called? You should use Party Finder sometimes or whatever. But I've never used a Party Finder. Oh god. Wasn't reading his attack name. He said Scorching Left. That's all at the last second. Oh god. I didn't see where the fuck the safe area was.
Leave the healing to me. I'm with you.
Oh my god, that's quite the mechanic.
You underestimate me.
Ow.
Valiant, protect me.
Oh god.
Break me.
Oh my god, Alpha.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Scorching Left. And he's down. He's down. There you go. Clap us. How do you even clap with hands like that?
My fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
Wasn't clapping his hand. Oh, it's on the view.
Backlogue, 'tis good to see you again after all these years. And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain. But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Shake? Beg?
Our comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Why is he putting emphasis on these words?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence! It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
Keep it simple, just get caught up on the story, and if you need gear, run the highest dungeon you can to get revelation tomes to buy gear. Alright then. That should be enough.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion. But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
What, the alpha will cut on? Catch on? Or is he saying the wrong stuff?
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. That damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety. Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
Ah, so that's why you secluded yourself. We would never misuse it. What should I say? This one seems a little bit more aggressive. I don't know.
You wish only to save your friends? Nothing more?
Mm-hmm.
Do you swear it?
Yep.
No. No. Oh, very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
Commensurate with your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
They got big old tails. Oh, that one good. There you are. The others have gone ahead to the Crystal Tower and Becklug. With Becklug. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I have ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet I cannot deny that part of me is glad Urian J shared his knowledge of the Numon with us. Had he not, Becklug wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. We may now enter the Grand Cosmos with a party of NPC. Oh yeah. Mustn't dally here any longer, Saris. If Becklug is to hear the truth of our travails in the first, you of all people should be present. Oh look, I got some allegory tombstones. I didn't even know I was getting them. And have revelation ones. When did I get these? Oopsie daisy. Lord Phil. Allegory has no cap, but it's only 490 gear. Oh. That's not what I talked to. Hello.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
That's right.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own, and your soul is the densest of them all.
Then I'm dense.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
You name it.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Hello. You have spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given thought as to how you might return to your world? Oh yeah, the whole putting the soul in some sort of container or something. White oversight, you say? An intriguing proposition, but one which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. Such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their souls within the aura site. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. That sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these faux bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Wait, so isn't that like how Ardbert is? Besides the lifeless husk? Or Ardbert was? I don't know if he's here anymore. Leaving lifeless husks, like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Head. Corrupted by the sin eaters, their ether made stagnant by the light. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals? Why? Do you think you might be able to help them? I might, or I might not. But I shan't know for sure until I have seen their condition firsthand. Then I would be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guests to the inn, I will assist Urianger in creating the requisite aura site. I believe my talents will be better applied to that endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist Beck-Luke as necessary? You got it, boss. Let us make for Almarang then. Wow, Almarang, here we go. I guess it stopped the light from actually turning them, but so this is Horik, is it? Yes, his etheric balance leans perilously toward the light, towards stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? All the same as all poor souls corrupted by light, he'll become a sin eater. You don't know that. We've defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Our work was completely unresponsive before, but now. And perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Verbert. Then, for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it. But for their sakes, I will break that oath. It does not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. I guess we go to Raktika. Or no, he has it, never mind. Tonic stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic had no effect. What is this? A warmth I feel in my chest. I feel warm. And my legs, they don't feel as heavy. Whatever, it depends on the person. Didn't seem like it affected him much, but he doesn't talk much in general. Now then, have you noted any change in the patients? Notable rise in body temperature and increased motor function in most of the patients at least. The more severely afflicted show no response. As I feared then. It's true that with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Ulrich, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even. By the gods, he could awake to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we could do. Look, I realize this is not why we petition your aid, but do you think it possible we can find a way to hasten the recovery? Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible that in treating them, we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament. It does have to do with the soul. Roast beef. Maybe we need to give him some chicken soup. Noodle soup. I suspect the Crystal Exarch has told you of my past, that I was once a mage of the royal court of Verbert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administer to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague the like of which none had ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. And now you have a chance to redeem yourself. That I do. A comforting thought indeed. But let us return to the task at hand, finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Do you think it can be done? If the sky is still ablaze with primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility. But now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the ether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ. If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is needs to be done, if it's all the same to you. Whatever reagents must be procured, or spells invoked, I'll do it. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials, the purest of waters and finest of clays, as well as a fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Now for now, the water and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean? The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humor them with our company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. Fine. I'll pay a visit to Ilmag. Though I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fae folk. Oh, while you're about it, seek out the Numo of Pla Eni. They will be able to supply you with water suitable for our needs. Right, let's get this over with, shall we? Helps that I know the king. Still remains the matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? Clay from Amarang would likely be the best. Know you of anyone who might be able to assist us? Could ask the miners. Oh yes, they'll be able to point you in the right direction, I am sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there is aught else I could learn of the stagnation which afflicts the people here. They're miners, I'm sure they've come across clay while mining. I got the missions here. Missions quest. Agnes, long time no see. Good to see you're not drunk again. There is. Well, what a coincidence. You come at a good time. You just this moment finished repairing the Talos and trolley you lot took to Nabatha Ring. Trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter. Had we not had a visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from Daedalus Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man that Chai knows. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant Talos to work. Like a giant trolley. But Magnus still refuses to see all the good we could do with it. He's fucking with a trolley. You're entitled to your dreams, Jarek, but that doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. Something tells me Sarah's hair didn't come all this way to talk about trolleys. What is it you need, friend? The finest clay you've got. I see, and this familiar requires clay from Amarang? Look no further. If anyone can find you some quality clay, it's us. Saying that, it isn't exactly a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time when they used to take clay from Mount Birin mines to make adobe bricks. Place is swarming with coyotes now, but if you're after the good stuff, you could do worse than look there. Alright.